Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James. Some will know me as Imposter Syndrome, Hughes RS, RU Gaming, Origin Hughes. I've gone by many names over the 6 years I've been a content creator, but today is a video that is not about old school RuneScape, and I will give you a quick TLDR in a second just to explain what this video is about. I have just recorded this entire video and realized that there was a stream playing in the background, which I've muted, but OBS still picked up on it, so... this is a video, like I said, that is very raw from me. It's from the heart. It's something I really wanted to do. I've been nervous about doing it. I've been contemplating doing it for about 6 months now. But it's something that's very near and dear to me. And I think that with the platform that I have, as big or as small as you might consider it, to me, it's a big enough platform where I think I can reach some people and help out a little bit here. So the TLDR is going forward, I'll be donating 10% of all my Twitch and YouTube earnings to charity. Including this month, I'm going to just donate £50 this month. I don't make anywhere near 10 times that, but just to start off with, I'll explain the charity and stuff like that in a moment, but again, TLDR here. So I'm also going to be releasing a video about my life and the issues I've overcome. It'll be a private video. It'll be linked in the description of this. It's not something I want to make public on the channel because I don't want people to stumble across it and be like, what the hell is this? But it's something that it's hard for me to talk about sometimes, and I feel like it's definitely something that will help people who are struggling, just to know what I've been through, and then especially if I'm helping them or something like that as well. And also, if you need someone to talk to, reach out, speak to a friend or a family member, just someone you can trust, someone you're close to. And if you don't have someone to talk to, then hit me up. Discord, Twitter, just message me. You don't have to add me as a friend or anything. You can literally just DM me. They're both open. I have my DMs open for this reason alone. But you'll be surprised if you reach out to a family member or a friend. If you just tell them you're struggling, you're going through a hard time, you'd really be surprised at who would be there for you. So that's the TLDR. That's pretty much what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about a few more things as well, and things in a lot more detail. But obviously, it makes this decision easy for you if you want to sit through this video or if you want to click off. And I completely respect that. I understand it's not my usual content, but if you are going to watch this video, thank you for listening to me and hearing me out. I'll try and get through it as quick as I can. So, if you've been in my Twitch or Discord community over the years, you'll have heard me talking about mental health. By the way, I do have it's not a script, but I do have some tidbits here for me to remember, just so I can make sure I get everything across and make sure I don't forget anything. So, you'll have heard me talk about mental health over the years whilst I've been on Twitch and Discord. It's not something I usually do in YouTube. YouTube, I'm an entertainer. Twitch, I'm mainly an entertainer, 95% of the time. But often, like, sometimes we'll talk about things and, you know, things get real. People want to know about me and stuff like that. But anyway, it's something that I've openly talked about for 6 years now, ever since I started streaming, and I'll continue to push going forward. So my stream doesn't revolve around mental health, but it is something that, you know, if you're having a bad day or whatever, we do talk about it. I have bad days sometimes, and I want to talk about it. And my stream is a place for me to vent sometimes and things like that. But going through that, people have also spoken to me, and over the years, this is no exaggeration, I've probably helped 30 or 40 people in the 6 years that I've been live, who have sometimes been at the lowest points in their lives, and I've truly helped them just take the steps that they needed to become a better person and have a better life. Some of them don't even play RuneScape anymore. They've got up off the PC, they've gone and touched some grass, they've gone for a walk, and they've never come back. And honestly, like, I have so much respect for those people, and just knowing that I pushed them in the right direction just by talking to them and just giving them the push that they needed, the access to services, just to change little habits in their life. By no means am I a qualified counselor, but I am a good listener. So, and I can give some advice on things that have helped me personally. I'm not going to sit there and tell you how to live your life. But if someone's at the lowest point in their life and they really want to know how to change it, I can tell you how I got through the issues that I've had. And again, I'll explain all that in a video, which I'll link in the description of this one. But yeah, sometimes we just need someone to talk to or to vent to. And if I'm busy, I can dedicate 15 minutes. I can take a lunch break or a break at work. And I can jump in a call with you and just let you talk and listen. Like I said, if you don't want any advice, I can just be in here. And if you want someone to, you know, give you a little bit of advice or something like that, I can try that my best. Or if I think you need professional help, I can push you into a service that can help you. Which is one of the reasons why I'm making this video again. So again, trying to push through this nice and quick. I ramble a lot. I've got ADHD. It happens, okay? I'm also dyslexic, so if I'm struggling to read some things sometimes, please bear with me. I'll try my hardest. So I know there are a few streamers that talk about positive mental health, but I don't think there's enough people doing it. And again, I have a big enough community here, or at least in my eyes, where I feel like I can make a difference in the world just by releasing this video, talking about things that I've done, and hopefully supporting this charity that we're going to be supporting going forward. So I try to stream as much as I can, and when I'm live, I'm an entertainer, as I mentioned before. I entertain as much as possible, but there's a lot of times where people come in and they just want to have a chat. So the way I see things is people come to my stream to be entertained. They want to come to my stream to get away from the life most of the not most of the time. Like a lot of the time, you've had a bad day, jump into a live stream, you just want to chill out, play a game, have some fun, meet some new people, do some content. Like that's what my stream is. That's what I try and do. We just try and chat, have a laugh at me, laugh at my receding hairline, my little blonde bits in my beard. Like I'm all up for that. It's great. But yeah, this is one of the things where we all have bad days, and even for me, streaming is an escape. Like, there's been many times where I've had a terrible day. I've gone live on Twitch, and I felt 10 times better after that 4 or 5 hour stream. I've gone to bed with a smile on my face, and I've had a really good night. And it's just because I've been sat there having a laugh, chatting, doing some towers, some tobs, some TOA, some cocks or something, or even just doing a barrows night and messing about. Like, it's just somewhere you can come, chill out, and have a nice time. So, the journey in my life has been a tough one. I've had a lot of obstacles and I've had a lot of adversities I've had to overcome. So it's something that I've given little snippets about in the stream to anyone who's asked me, as I'm very open about my life. So if people want to know about me or what I've been through and all that, like I'll talk about it. Like I'm not ashamed of it. It's not my fault I went through the things I went through. And hopefully I can help other people who are dealing with similar issues or things that are getting them down and stuff like that. So there'll be a link in the video description anyway to a video which is me just talking through my life and explain everything that's made me the person that I am today. It's going to be a tough video to make, but I've never sat down and fully gone through start to finish, not even with a therapist or anything like that. So it's going to be a tough video to make, but I feel like I owe it to myself to put it out there. And like I said, if it helps one person, it's all worth it. I can also share like some little tips and stuff that I've gathered along the way that have helped me deal with things. And I'll share something at the end of this video as well, which will hopefully help you guys out if you are struggling. So with that in mind, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the charity that I'm going to be choosing to support going forward and why I've chosen them. So the charity that I'm going to be supporting is called Mind. So there'll be a link in the description for their website as well. They're a charity based in the UK, but none of the links that I've posted are affiliated with me at all. So I don't get any recognition for you clicking the links. I don't get anything if you donate. All of it goes towards the charity. Like, I'm not doing this for recognition. I'm doing this to help people. So 1 in 4 people have a mental health problem in their life. And most of us don't get the help that we need because we're too ashamed, too afraid, think we're weak, or this, that, and the other. We need to move away from that mindset. We need to just talk more. The Mind have 130 local minds across England and Wales. Now, what they mean by local minds is they have locations that you can go to. It's usually like a cafe sort of restaurant, a cafe sort of setting downstairs, where it's just like some tables and chairs and a desk, and you go in, speak to someone, and then they can usually give you an assessment, or they have a phone that you can ring, a phone line you can ring, and then you can get put on a waiting list. Now, the waiting list is quite long for mine, and that's why I want to choose to support them, to try and help knock down that wait list a little bit. Even if I knock it down by an hour, that could save someone's life. But they're a really good charity, and they help people who are struggling in any way with mental health. Every £1 that you give to them as well, 82 pence of that goes towards charity work. So it's hard to find charities these days where most of the money that you give them goes towards the actual charity or the help of the people. But this is one that enough of it goes towards the support. I think it's worth donating to. But Mind isn't a service that I've used personally, unfortunately. Mind isn't a service that I've used personally. Unfortunately, when I wasn't aware of this service when I spent 3 years in therapy, and I had to pay for it out of my pocket. It was very expensive. I put myself in a lot of debt to get good mental health, and I'm still paying that back now. Again, I'll go over that in another video. I don't know if I mentioned this a second ago or not, but I am reading off like a little script here, so sorry if I mess up a little bit. But Mind is something that's close to me because they've helped 3 people who are very close in my life overcome their adversities and deal with the issues that they've had. So you guys will remember if you're on my stream a couple of months back, every Tuesday for 6 weeks, I couldn't stream because I was helping a friend out. And what that was is my friend reached out to me. He was having a really tough time. I told him about Mind. And we went to our local mind, sat down with him. He went in and spoke to the council. He didn't want me to come in with him, so I respected him for that. I sat outside, and he got on the waiting list, and luckily he got quite a high priority. So he was getting seen after about a month. I know that's a high priority. Like I said, they're very busy. But in the meantime, he went to group sessions and stuff like that, which I attended with him. And I also used to go to the counselling session with him every single week. I'd meet him at the bus station. We'd walk there together, get a drink, and not an alcoholic drink, non-alcoholic drink, of course, get a coffee. We would go to Mind, we would sit down, he'd get called in, and I would sit there and wait an hour for him to come out. And then we'd walk him back to the bus station, make sure he was okay, and then did that every single week with him. And just being there for him really helped him out. He never would have got that help that he needed about that, and he's such a better person for it now. And again, I've had 3 friends in total that have gone through this process. Only one needed me to go with them. But that's why I won't be donating. That's why I'll be donating 10% of all the money I make on YouTube and Twitch. So anything through ad revenue, Twitch subs, gifted subs, any bits, any sponsors, up until December. Now the reason I'm doing December is I'll get paid from December in January, and that'll be the last donation we make to Mind potentially. So after that, we'll assess where we are and if I feel like we've given enough to the charity to help support them. But there are other charities that I would like to support. For example, there's a charity called Mentel, which is a mental health charity dedicated to helping men speak up. Men don't talk about their problems at all. My friendship group was very much like this, and after I went through all my struggles, getting better and stuff like that, I told my friends all about it, and they were like, "Why didn't you say something?" And I was like, "I just didn't feel like I had to." And then they all opened up about issues that they've had and they've not spoken about, and we spent weeks like just helping each other out. The friendship group is so close now. Like we still mess about, still call each other names and all this, that, and the other, but all coming from a place of love. Not saying it didn't previously, but I don't know. It just everything just feels different now. We're such a wholesome group now, and it's nice. And I think more people need to be like that. I'm getting choking up here talking about it. So, whilst we're on the topic of Twitch, I just want to say this video isn't to promote my Twitch in any way, shape, or form. But if you are looking for a safe space to hang out in a non-judgmental zone, or maybe just want a bit of advice or anything, then I stream 4 days a week. In the evenings, UK time, usually from like 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I work full time, so these are the days that I can dedicate to streaming. The only times I won't be live is if an emergency comes up, I need to go and like help my nan, I'm a carer for her, or hospital, or like I said, my friend, like I said, the issue with my friend, like stuff like that. But I'll always post about it in the Discord to keep you guys up to date. I would also like to start streaming a little bit more going forward, but I need to start focusing on my YouTube a bit more as well. So that depends between YouTube videos and Twitch. It's hard to juggle my time, and I'll explain why I'm so busy in the video that I've linked down below. If you are considering possibly supporting the live stream, though, one thing I'd say is I'd much rather you head over to the Mind, link in the description, and just donate the £4 to Mind or $5, whatever it is, before you help me. I mean, if you want to go and sub to me after that, I'd appreciate it, obviously. Like I said, 10% of that will go to Mind anyway, but I know we're in hard times at the moment. I know money's scarce. I don't feel like you have to support me. I appreciate it, of course, but don't feel like you're under any obligation to. But if you've got a Twitch Prime, free sub. So there will be a command in my Twitch chat, !mind, and that's going forward, that'll always be there no matter what. And that'll just be a quick link to the site, to the Mind website, as well as a little bit about what the charity do. Because honestly, I think it really is great work. So in my Discord as well, I've opened up a channel in my Discord where I'll be posting this video. And then every now and then, ad hocly, I'll be posting positive mental health messages that can hopefully help you if you're struggling, or just maybe help you get through the day or improve your life a little bit. So when you join my Discord, usually you only see one channel, and that one channel is the welcome and rules. And then once you've read the welcome and rules, you give it a thumbs up, and then you get access to the rest of the server. However, you'll now see 2 channels in there. I don't want to force people into having to join my Discord server for whatever reason. So the mental health channel is going to be there. So you can join the server, but not join the server, and just keep the mental health thing there. And you can just see what we're posting in there and stuff like that. So that'll all be coming from me and things. But yeah, like I said, if you do want to join, you don't have to fully join the community. If you want to, you're more than welcome to. We've got a very humble, very nice, very open-minded community. And obviously, I'd appreciate you guys coming along as well and helping me out a little bit with the positive push. One thing that's always stuck with me, and I feel like this is probably the best bit of advice I can give anyone, is we can't change what's happened to us, but we can change our mindsets. And the best example I can give you of that is if someone's annoyed you or upset you, then and you're holding some form of resentment towards them, only person that's really hurting is you. Let that person go. Get them out of your life. Forget about it. Not always as easy as that with everything that goes on. There's a lot of different scenarios where that doesn't work. But a lot of the things in your life that annoy you or wind you up, just don't let them bother you. If you can, push them out of your life. You can change this. You can change that. You can't change what someone's done to you. But the way you see it, and if that hits home with you, watch my video down below and listen to what I've been through, and you'll understand how I got through it all. And the last thing I want to say before I go is, of course, if you're not from the UK, and you don't want to support a UK charity, I completely understand that. Then please just find something local to yourself and consider giving something if you can. Now, I know times are hard at the moment. I know people are struggling financially, but if you are financially secure and you can afford to give £1 a month, a couple of pound a month, 10, 100, just help out a cause that really does. We need more people out there pushing the positive mental health message. And I really feel like together we can do this. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Take care, guys. Honestly, actually, before I do go, thank you to every single person that has been in my community over the years. If you've watched a video, liked a video, commented on a video, given me some love, you have helped me more than you know. I love doing this. And to know that you guys also love the content that I put out there makes me so happy, thankful, and humble. So thank you. And again, to everyone that comes in the Twitch streams, those that choose to support me, I don't know what I'd do without you guys. You are honestly amazing. And as a community, I can honestly say I love you guys. But on that note, goodbye. Thank you.